Imagine two countries hit by the same global shock. Same timing, same headlines, same panic in the markets. One collapses within months. The other limps, bends, and somehow survives. Not because its leaders were smarter, not because its people worked harder, but because an invisible system quietly decided who gets oxygen and who doesn't. Most people think economic survival during a crisis is about productivity, discipline, or resilience. That story is comforting. It's also incomplete. What actually matters is access. Access to money that doesn't exist yet. Access to trust that can be borrowed. Access to a system most people never see. And right now, as global debt hits historic levels and another crisis feels less like a question of if and more like when, this hidden system is more powerful than ever. Here's why that matters. When a crisis hits, everything freezes at once. Banks stop lending, investors pull cash, trade slows, currencies wobble. But governments still need to pay salaries, import food, stabilize banks, and calm markets. They need money immediately, not in theory, not next year. So the real question becomes brutally simple. Who can create liquidity on demand, and who can't? This is where the hidden system begins. At the center of it is not gold, not productivity, not even GDP. It's the ability to issue debt that the world believes will be honored no matter what. Think of global finance as a hierarchy of promises. At the top are promises people trust blindly. At the bottom are promises people only accept with fear, conditions, or punishment. When panic spreads, capital doesn't disappear. It moves up that hierarchy. U.S. Treasury bonds don't just survive crises, they thrive in them. Yields fall because demand explodes. Investors accept lower returns just to feel safe. That means the U.S. government can borrow more cheaply during a crisis than during calm times. That is not normal. It is power. Now contrast that with a country whose debt is seen as risky. When fear rises, investors demand higher interest or leave entirely. Borrowing becomes more expensive exactly when money is needed most. Same crisis, opposite financial gravity. This is the first rule of the system. Safety attracts capital. Risk repels it. But safety isn't about morality or competence. It's about history, institutions, and currency dominance. Which brings us to the second layer. Most global trade, debt, and reserves run through a single currency, the dollar. That means countries don't just need money, they need dollars. During crises, dollar demand spikes. Everyone wants it at the same time, to service debt, to pay for imports, to calm investors. But only one country can create unlimited dollars without asking permission. Everyone else must earn them, borrow them, or beg for them. This is where central bank swap lines enter quietly, almost politely. During major crises, the U.S. Federal Reserve opens emergency dollar lines to select central banks, Europe, Japan, Canada, a few others. These countries can access dollars directly in unlimited quantities at minimal cost. Others cannot. There is no public vote, no transparent criteria, just trust networks built over decades. If you're inside, your banking system breathes. If you're outside, your economy suffocates. This is not conspiracy, it's architecture. Now let's make this uncomfortable. Countries that lack this access are pushed toward assistance from international institutions with conditions: austerity, cuts, structural reforms, asset sales. The irony is sharp. The countries least able to endure cuts are the ones required to make them. The countries most able to absorb debt face no such pressure. So when people say a nation mismanaged its way into collapse, ask one question: did it control the currency it owed debt in? If the answer is no, the outcome was already tilted. Here's where the math turns